Okay, hey, I'm Amethyst Goddess from In Alignment Ministries. Long time no see. I know. Everything you need in regards to how to book a reading, energy healing service, whatever, will be in the description box. I just got through doing Aquarius. I have one more after you, Sagittarius. So I will be doing Leo right after, and then I'll be done with all the soulful messages. My intention was to, from this point, do collective energy reads. But through the request of clients and, people that have booked readings with me, whether I met them in person at events or, sessions over the phone or whatnot, they've all requested the zodiac sign readings individually. So I may break it down where I'm doing elements where, okay, 3 signs on Mondays, Wednesday, Friday, something like that. Something that will be easier for me to manage, okay? I can't guarantee you it'll be weekly. I know I initially committed to just at least one video per week. But we'll see. Hats off to all the readers that do this on a daily basis as far as YouTube readings. Hats off to you. If you do these updates weekly, daily, you know what I mean? I salute you. So I want to channel the energy, tap into the energy of what Sagittarius need to hear. This is perfect for the full moon. The full moon energy is still here. We had our full moon, on the 14th or the 15th? And it's supposed to be a very special moon for manifestation, letting go of things that no longer serve you, like habits, or even I felt guided to acknowledge even excess weight physically. The weight that we carry or gain physically usually is manifestations of something spiritually. You get what I'm saying? Energetically. So I was just any attachments that's connected to weight gain. And it's not all just eating habits, even though eating habits are connected to, your weight gain. Sometimes energetically, you could be still holding on to certain things that no longer serve you, that you need to rotate out of. And I just really been looking inward. Any healer or energy practitioner that say they got it all, know it all, run. Okay, that's just my opinion, because this is a human experience. You know what I'm saying? We're all here to have our experiences here on earth, and as long as we're here, we're going to constantly be experiencing the shifts and ebbs and flows of life. Okay, so I just want to tap in energetically with Sagittarius energy. I just got through doing Aquarius affirmation. Is I know, but I heard it for y'all. So there may be some significance in that. I know that there is a Saturn retrograde in Aquarius. Then I heard old habits. And belief, disbelief, unbelief. I do realize that is something that is really transitioning heavy within each zodiac sign. It's about belief. Okay. In this world, there has to be some form of belief that you have. Even if you believe that there's nothing, that's a belief. You feel me? So people are either struggling with those beliefs that they've adopted, or they're adopting new ones and realizing that the ones that they had have been, I heard transcend, but they're no longer relative to what they're experiencing or about to experience now. I'm hearing traditions of old. I'm also hearing just adaptation and adoption. So it's not saying, say for instance, if you're, a Christian, you may realize that programming or that sector or religious organization no longer fits what you see, your outlook on life or your perspective. But you may actually pick some ideologies from Christianity and carry it on with something else that you've adopted. You get what I'm saying? So it's not all just throw away everything and do it over again. Some of you, yes, you obtain that knowledge, that wisdom, that understanding, and you actually saying, you know what, that no longer resonates, and I do away with that. Okay, you're doing a clean sweep. So what are the elements that want to speak to Sagittarius right now? Okay, so Aries, not Aries. You may have Aries in your chart, but Aquarius had this too. Neptune energy. I know some things. I'm not well versed on astrology and saying square this and transit that, but I do know Neptune energy has some significance for this time, this day and time. Okay, there may be some unclear moments that you may be experiencing. Okay, what's going on, Sagittarius? I heard stuck. Okay, so Uranus came out. Okay, Uranus rules Aquarius. I know not always, but in the present day, they rule Aquarius. Let me see. Give me another one. Didn't they used to rule Saturn? Not Saturn. It's another one. Oh, it was. Okay. So this is interesting. Remember I said the Saturn retrograde? Okay, so Neptune. I heard clarity, seeking clarity, needing clarity. Uranus. Okay, that is the present day ruler of Aquarius. Saturn was the past ruler of Aquarius. Sagittarius, your ruler is Jupiter. So Uranus is all about big changes, individuality, awakenings, okay? Adventure. Saturn is the daddy. And they rule Capricorn. And I know we had something in Capricorn retrograde. Because there was a Mercury. I can't place it right now. Let me see. Just bear with me for a brief moment. Pluto goes retrograde in Capricorn until October 6th. So started in April 30th. So Pluto went retrograde in Capricorn. Saturn is retrograde right now in Aquarius. When I touched this Uranus card, I heard spontaneity. Big surprise, big change. Saturn, when I immediately touched the card, I heard learn the lesson. It's a karmic clearing or cleansing with the Saturn energy focus. I'm getting Wheel of Fortune type energy. For Sagittarius, I also heard good news. And I also heard older news. So what is exactly Neptune is trying to communicate in regards to Sagittarian energy, please? Okay, hope, that's the Sun card. Having hope in situations that may not seem clear right now. So say, for instance, the financial, there may be financial blocks or limitations right now, or what you may perceive as, you know, that's your element, the affirmation, I perceive, I see. So right now with the Neptunian energy, it may be a little ambiguous or unclear as far as seeing the light at the end of the tunnel type perspective. You know what I'm saying? So you may not see that funding may be coming your way, or you can get approved for this, that, and the third. It's kind of like you're in a holding pattern or time frame. What else, Neptune? Y'all a little resistant in a sense. I'm getting resistance. So you may be in your head at this moment. You may be still releasing some things within your energy. Sagittarian energy. Shit. Love begins. So kind of like Ace of Cups energy. You know, Neptune rules Pisces. And Pisces is about I believe. You know, tapping into your heart space, emotions, your intuition. Okay, so this is the High Priestess card, in a sense. The energy from it. You know, Pisces is connected to that, being in the inner knowing, the deeper meaning of things, deeper truths, inner truths. Inner knowledge. And I just heard gatekeeper. I know we don't even pay attention to that door back there. But you may encounter or have some form of revelation or intuitive guidance in connection to a gatekeeper. And actually that door or that gate being open so that you have more truths revealed to you. Whether it's past life, the Akashic records, or what have you. Inner knowings, you know, revelations, you know, just downloads, spiritual downloads. You may need to work on your intuition because all is not what you see. I've expressed that on my IG, and that's just _her tribe. And that information is in my description as far as how to, you know, contact me or follow me or whatever. But I did a healing energy exercise in regards to balancing the third. No, was it the third eye? Yes, it was. It was the heart, the third eye, and the crown. So you may want to check that out on my IG. Fertility, that's like the Empress energy. I'm hearing you're holding space. You're holding space. You're giving room. You're clearing out so that that seedling can burst out. Like that newness, that new energy as far as you know, because those are peacock feathers that's standing out. Okay, that may be of some significance to you. I heard Oshun. So there may be some evolution going on within you that you're really standing into your power, and that's what I'm seeing for signs. Sacral. I did mention this earlier too, so these are just confirmations. If you look on my page, I was really focusing on the sacral energy, the solar plexus. Wherever there is fire at, we need to really tap into that. Sagittarius is a fire energy, okay? They sometimes give me a fiery, watery type energy, Sagittarius. So that energy needs to be tapped in so that you can create passions, projects, inspiration, your emotions. All of that is stirred into the sacral. I had just heard libation, so you may do some form of libations for your ancestors. Okay. What is Uranus? Okay. I'm in my son's room, so pardon the squeaky bed. Some old school beds or whatever. Heart chakra. Okay. So new love of self and acceptance of self, new form of love or commitment to yourself. I heard some of you may be single or recently separated. What does Uranus want to speak about regarding Sagittarius? Oh, shoot. What does Uranus want to speak on as far as Sagittarius, please? Okay, so I got 4 cards. So y'all getting some of the same cards I see. Suffering in silence for Uranus. So again, I got that out of singlehood. Like you may be single right now, separating from things and kind of keeping your energy to yourself for at the moment. You kind of separating or isolating yourself. I'm also getting authority, which is like the Emperor card, Aries. I believe there's some transits or something going on in regards to Aries energy. You may want to look into that. And then firm foundation. Okay. So that may be like the 4 of Wands energy. I'm hearing commitment. So there may be a surprise in finances or love. That, you know, through that isolation, you begin to learn about yourself. You're kind of recovering, licking your wounds, you know what I'm saying? Things that you've been healing from. And it's like you'll have a surprise love affair or meeting of someone. That's what I'm getting too. What is Saturn communicating? Okay, so the Star, trapped in fear. So Saturn retrograde. Retrogrades are bad. It's not trying to get you to repeat lessons per se. It's just seeing if do you need to revisit some things that you thought that you aced or you didn't completely understand. You know how you did a test? And give me some more cards for this. Give me more cards for this right here for Saturn. Okay, that's good. Say for instance, you've been in situations, the test. So say for instance, you had a test, you aced it, right? Cool. So if it comes back, it may come in a different form. You may learn a new level or a new layer of that lesson, right? Or it may be a situation where it's just seeing if you really did get it. Did you really grasp the concepts? So it may be a revisit, old connections, old habits, old temptations, or whatever that you thought that you finalized, coming back just to see, and then, you know, sure enough, just moving along, right? Or it can also be a situation, just making sure you got everything out of what you needed to learn. Sometimes we think we have, and like I said, there's another layer to the whole situation. It may be a new layer that you didn't even realize. You may get an epiphany from your situation. And you actually get some like self-actualization or awareness, like, dang, like I thought I had it together and really I was playing myself. I really don't have it all together. Some things I'm still actually holding on to. Like some things I actually really haven't let go. I just kind of put it in another type of package or put it on the shelf somewhere where it was out of sight, out of mind. You feel me? So, yeah. But Saturn is not here to punish you in a sense. I know that daddy energy is not here to make you feel no type of way. It's here to help you. It actually helps you and push you on, you know, to that ladder to go ahead and ascend, right? So again, the Star card, you may be in connection with an Aquarius. Trapped in fear. So again, Some of you may have repackaged your fear into something else. Like, oh, I don't do this. I'm team, I don't do that. But it's not that you don't want to do it in a sense because you don't want to do it or you don't think you're supposed to be that type of person. It's more so that you're trying to psych yourself out of your position and you trying to play it off like, downplay that. So, okay, I'll give you an example. Say, for instance, like you would rather have a Volkswagen Jetta, right? You really want a Mercedes Benz, right? I'm just kidding. I know it sounds whatever, but just hear me out. But you'll be like, I like my Volkswagen Jetta because it saves gas, it's this, it's that, and whoop 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 whoop. F all that. I don't really care for that anyway. It ain't even all that. Low key, you really feel like Mercedes-Benz is the better option for you. Like it really fits you. You really like the look. You like the style, even though it may be a little bit more expensive or whatever, all around. But you, because what you can afford right now or what you've kind of settled with or settled for is a Volkswagen Jetta, you just gonna be with the Volkswagen Jetta, and kind of downplay yourself in a sense where you legit like Mercedes-Benz. Stop trying to act, but you'll make it seem like, oh, that ain't what it is, but really you feel like it takes more faith and you can't really wrap your head around getting a Mercedes-Benz because your funds don't look like Mercedes-Benz, so you try to psych yourself out like on some, it ain't even all that anyway. You know, people do that to each other. You know what I'm saying? Like if they get played or if they feel like they got played out of a position or a girl turns them down or a boy turns them down or whatever, then they be like, he ain't all that anyway. But really the bottom line is fear and worthiness. You feel me? What bottom line is you actually like that situation or that person or that thing or whatever. But because you're scared of being denied and because you're scared of trying something different or whatever hiccup you may have, you are actually trapped in fear. So Saturn is here to show you that. Okay? And I'm getting a Capricorn energy where I know Saturn and Capricorn deal with each other, but there is something about Capricorn energy that is like saying to revisit your thought beliefs as far as materialism, to actually reconsider your beliefs as far as your business practices, to really consider how you think about what success is. And I'm just researching right quick because I went over Capricorn in my I do energy readings or like special readings for the collective that signs up for my emails, and I went over the different retrogrades that was going on. That's another thing. If you feel guided, sign up for my emails. Like I give free intuitive messages, energy rebalancing sessions, whatever, exclusively, and perks, like exclusive perks, discounts, whatever, specials for my subscribers, email subscribers. Yeah, we had Mercury retrograde in Aquarius. So we had one in Capricorn. I got a message that's coming in, so just ignore it. It's basically what I'm gonna just channel it because I don't have time to be looking through this. At one point we had Venus retrograde. But yeah, basically it's just how we view surviving, how we view lifestyles, how we obtain finances or stability, what stability looks like. What if you have issues with lack or worthiness or like self-worth or confidence or just belief in yourself and confidence that you'll be okay. you know, your stability, all that kind of stuff. You really, that comes up into question when it comes to Saturnian energy. If there's been adoptions as far as through lifetimes, or generational curses or adaptations or limitations, where through generations you've been carrying a burden karmically because of your ancestors that have accepted and received lies of saying there's going to be lack and there's not enough love, there's not enough money, there's not enough success. You know, you can't have success, you can only have that or this. You get what I'm saying? And not to go on a tangent about it, but Saturn is here for you to reconsider your beliefs. What are you choosing to believe? What are you choosing to adopt in your everyday life, right? What does security look like for you? Okay? What have you learned? Also awareness. So I believe this is the Magician in Rider-Waite. Awareness. Solar plexus. See, I covered this. That's crazy. So I talked about the solar and the sacral as far as this energy. If you look at my matter of fact, look at my video for IG, my reel for the full moon in Sagittarius. I covered both energies, sacral and solar. So this is solar plexus. And recognition and reward. So if you've been on the up and up and you have been really staying true to what you believe that is for your highest good, recognition and reward for you. If it's been a thing where you are still struggling with certain things, oh, you're going to learn the lesson. That's for sure. You're not going to be able to collect 200 and skip, you know what I'm saying, pass and go type thing. No, not with this Saturn energy. But if you look at the colors, I'm big on colors, purple, violets. You know, that's like your crown. You know what I'm talking about? Your third eye energy, your divine source, the connection to spirit, right? Your inspiration comes down through the crown. You interpret it through your third eye, your throat chakra. You know what I'm saying? Your perception. You go down into your heart space. Right? You be oneness in love and unity with spirit, the universe. You channel that energy down to the solar, your sacral, your passions, your solar, your will. You know what I'm saying? Your will to live, your will to persevere and push through and continue your race until it's done. Your sacral as far as your passions. Your grounding, your root as far as feeling safe, feeling stable, protected. You know what I mean? So, and then it funnels right back up. It's like a constant surgence of energy. And it's an exchange that goes on throughout our day. And really is based on whatever we perceive, whatever we believe, whatever we adopt. You know what I'm saying? As is. It will be constantly, you'll get messages here. But it's up to you to bring it down here and align with that. You get what I'm saying? Sagittarius, focus on the solar and the sacral, okay? So some of you may be into manifestation heavy. You may not call it that, you know what I'm saying? But you're really delving into a higher power so that you can transform and, I'm hearing, recover from past situations that you've learned from, that you obtained wisdom from. And understanding. What are the positives for Sagittarius? Damn. Okay, so devil energy is the Capricorn energy, right? Damn, can you see that? Focus. Temptation, so that's a positive. And I can clarify that. Spiritual strength. I'm hearing fortitude, having the energy to what? I'm getting a lot of heart space energy out of this heart chakra. showing forgiveness, expressing love to yourself, not being hard on yourself, having compassion for others as well as yourself, obtaining wisdom. You know, I'm getting that some of you are receiving downloads from your guides, you know, from a higher consciousness, like your higher self. Give me one more for positives regarding... I'm hearing that with that Temptation card, the Devil card, is that Capricorn energy. So you're really tapping into what you want to manifest here on this earth in the physical. That carnal energy that delves deep into the sacral, and the solar and the sacral is really the sacral. You're really tapping into that, the pleasures of life. Like you're actually want to taste, see, feel, hear all the tangibles. Okay. Passion ignited. So really y'all probably gonna get some release in the sacral. And you see how that fire is burning upward. Okay, that's a beautiful card. The shadow is similar to the moon. Okay, which makes sense with the Neptunian energy. The moon, well, that's a different planet. Excuse me. Scratch that. With Neptunian energy from the planet, it does cast a certain energy like the moon. That's clarification. So with the moon, you see the light and the dark, right? The moon, things that are hidden being revealed, right? And then I remember getting some information in regards to Neptune, as far as you being like the high priestess, tapping into the unknown to discover like hidden truths, right? Getting wisdom and understanding, okay? And the Neptunian energy help you see behind the veil. Sometimes there's a veil there and you may not have all the clarity, but sometimes you can look beyond it within that energy by tapping into your intuition, by tapping into your higher self, by receiving those messages and those downloads, right? Like your perception, your inner compass. And then power. Okay, power. So those are your strengths. You have really tapped in, because I did hear Leo. I didn't say it, but I heard Leo energy in this reading. So you may have Leo in your chart. You may feel like a lion. You know what I'm saying? You may be connected to a Leo. What are the challenges? What are the challenges for Sagittarius, please? Suffering in silence. I see a lot of the signs are getting this. And big on intuition too, like your perception on how you view things. Because that really can influence a thing. Dang, so that's 3 7s, bro. Okay, so let me go down the list. Your challenges. Suffering in silence. Ask for help. Okay. Don't suffer in silence and like try to keep to yourself and retreat like Sagittarius do. They don't want people all involved in their business, and then once they get it together, they come back. If you need help, seek out help. Even if it's not physical help, you know what I'm saying? Tap into your guides, your higher self. Go inward, not for long though. Ask for clarity. Tap into your intuition. Remember I said high priestess, so that actually came out. You'll get some downloads. You'll be getting some downloads for sure. I heard a spiritual awakening as well. So here's the 7s I was talking about. 7, choose wisely. Okay. Stand your ground. Those were the 7s. And patience and planning. So that's 777. You may want to look that up. Patience and planning. And lastly, emotional loss. Some of you need to get organized. You know, get out of the emotions of what has left your life. Don't look at it as a loss. Look at it as a gain. Even if it's a person that's crossed over, they're now your ancestor. So now that you can communicate with them anytime, anywhere, any place, whatever. Like, same difference, but you can connect to them. You know what I'm saying? And honor them, speak with them, ask for help, ask for protection. You know what I'm saying? If you into altars, most certainly do that to them, for them. And you know, we can call it whatever you want to call it, but you know, we have altars in our house. Some of us that come from upbringings from a Christian background, they have Bibles and they put pictures in their Bibles and have a candle. That's an altar. And they have it on a certain scripture. You know, if you see grandma's house with all the pictures in a certain section over the fireplace or furnace or a windowsill, that's an altar. Especially those who have transcended, those have crossed over, those ancestors, memories and stuff like that, that's an altar. So it's just, I don't know. Some people get really hung up on the word altar. They only perceive it like something that is either evil or a situation where altar, the only one I'm going to acknowledge is whatever comes from the Bible kind of thing. You get what I'm saying? So there's nothing bad about it. So it's all about changing perspective. Allow the lessons to come in. Do what you need to do as far as learning the lessons, okay? What is the heads up? And under there was the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. Wisdom. What's the heads up? Give me a heads up for Sagittarius. While I'm shuffling cards, I'm hearing abundance. Like me asking that question, I heard abundance. So some of you are really coming into a shift where struggle is no more. I'm still shuffling my cards. Where's the heads up for Sagittarius? Okay, there we go. So they still want to come out. Fine. Okay. So I did put them back. Give me another one. The heads up. Everyone is going through a change. They're obtaining wisdom and understanding. Some of y'all, this is another 7. Dang, so 7s are significant. I'm going to look that up. 5, change, wisdom. Wisdom from experiences that were in regards to your solar plexus, your third eye, your crown, your sacral. So sacral is dealing with emotions, feeling connected, you know, past experiences, right? Solar is your will, your boundaries, your confidence. So if you had past issues with your confidence, you didn't believe you were worthy or enough, and you treated your finances like it, you treated your vehicles like it, you treated your home like it, your children, whatever, your relationships, that could trip you up if you don't learn those lessons. But I'm seeing that there are some of you that have people in your life that are not for your highest good. They don't mean you well. Okay. And the number 7 came out. Deception and envy. Okay. Some of them have appeared to be light, but really they're of a darker energy. So they appear like they support you, that they believe in you. They may be lovers because, you know, they may be strongly connected to you. Because the green is really like the heart chakra energy I'm getting. Like they're deceptive. Look at the mask. They're deceptive. So, you know, wolf and sheep clothing type energy. This is 16. That's the Tower card, transformation. Okay. 1 and 6 is 7. Then number 5, I already covered that wisdom. Let me look up something right quick. Is that the Hierophant? Wisdom, I believe, is the Hierophant. So deeper relationship. Some of us are really dealing with some separation of relationships that have been around for some a substantial amount of time. And it's time to let go of those situations, and we're going through the process of letting those go. Yes, wisdom is similar to the Hierophant, comparable to, or whatever. When I look at the deception and envy, I'm hearing save your money. So there may be an unexpected expense, or, okay, yeah, so power is the strength card. So it's giving you, it's like encouraging you, the energy is encouraging you to tap into that power of perseverance and can-do attitude. Like, I will those things in. I will them in. You know what I mean? That I'm of courage. I'm being courageous. Courageous. Leo energy is the heart. Okay, it taps into the heart space. Okay, having compassion for others. You can love others without engaging and doing it over again. You get what I'm saying? That's actually true love. When you can accept and acknowledge what they are and know that I love myself more than to engage in this situation again, and I love them so much that I'm not going to keep helping them when it's hurting me, and allow them to learn the lessons that they are supposed to learn as well. Because this is not a one-way street as far as learning lessons. Even though we are mirrors to each other, we are engaging in a dance where we're mirroring each other, we're learning lessons from each other, and sometimes we need relationships to show those reflections so that we can edify ourselves, that we can address whatever issues that we may have within ourselves, not the other person. So you helping yourself is really helping them. I want to clarify the deception and envy card. Just deception and envy for Sagittarius. It's crazy. You may be dealing with a Libra. I noticed that like Libras and Sagittarius, they be always engaging with each other some kind of way. Especially in soulmate energy partnerships. So you may be dealing with a person that is a Libra that doesn't, just no longer serve you, be on some BS. So the Justice card came out for deception and envy. I heard even a legal situation. Some of you may have issues where your ex or child or children's mother or father is taking you to court, or you dealing with court situations or legal situations with them, and they're really doing this out of spite or being resistance to allowing this case to close or whatever, cooperate or whatever. And so they're trying to drag you through the mud. They may not show up, they do show up, or they may try to change the agreement, whatever they may try to cause stagnation in your life. Because really, you know, once you close that chapter, you'll really feel free and you can really turn over, you know, into your new life cycle. But this person or persons are being so resistant to the change that they're doing everything they can to make this an unjust situation. But justice will be served. Also, to bring focus on what you're putting your energy to. So if you know that there are people that envy you, that are spiteful, that don't really like you, they're jealous of you, whatever, get out of the element of getting something, like being tickled by it. It's not cute. Like that energy, that lower vibration is not cute as far as them being like that towards you. And what I mean by not cute, so not glorifying it or gloating in it, like, haha, you can hate me now, but look at me, I look better than you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't need to gloat in it as far as you being bigger or better or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Don't let it tickle your fancy. Like, just know what it is and just leave it at that. I'm hearing some of you may have had teachers or mentors that were supposed to help you or guide you, and you end up being more successful than them. And, you know, that relationship turned sour and just kind of like make sure you keep it in check as far as your ego. Make sure you keep it in check as far as not gloating and being boastful. Like, keep that in check. Like, not, you don't have to be humble. You just be balanced. Okay? Because that same feeling can come right back around and hit you. So leave that situation with grace. Leave your karma intact. Like, you know, even if you feel like you justified in just move along. Okay? 7 of Wands. Again, remember that perseverance, that will. Defense, maintaining control. 10 of Swords. So an ending. An ending to all the BS. An ending to the trial of the court cases and it working out in your favor. An ending to them wanting to prolong a situation regarding settlement of finances and separating things so that you can have your stuff, they can have their stuff, and you can move along, whether it's financial assets with a business, financial assets with your job, financial assets with a relationship or family dynamic. You'll be able to separate yourself from it and move along. Okay? And I'm also hearing travel. So you may even want to relocate after this. What is the disruption? The Tower card. Because that came out for other readings too. Like Aquarius specifically. What is... Okay. I heard baby on the way on this one. Page of Wands. And I normally don't hear that. And Ace of Pentacles, that can be geared to support opportunities, but that also can be pregnancy too. It can be your manifestation, marriage, money, new commitment, new venture, prosperity, opportunities, definitely. Things, new careers. New passion projects that will provide opportunities. That will tap into your sacral and solar energy. See the yellow and the orange? New creative project. Remember, did I say good news? So definitely good news coming in swiftly during this time. I said travel, and that's interesting. I like to put notes on my cards sometimes, like especially my old deck. This is my first deck, and I put notes all on there. So travel, exploration, freedom, new embarkment, or is that a word? Embarkment. You're embarking a new adventure, a new lifestyle, or new life. Okay. I'm getting more like a free spirit type energy with this. But if you ain't trying to have no babies, then you know what to do. You also may have a fire sign child already. That you will see some opportunities for them to be utilized. So say, for instance, your child is very talented, they're gifted. Putting them in programs or different opportunities may be presented for that child to be active in. I'm hearing something about summer school or summer programs for them. And that will help open up a whole new avenue for you and your child, because you may be able to network with other people, get to know people, expand your network. Network is not always about, it does equate to money at the bottom line. It does in, relationships, depending on the type of relationship, it can boil down to finances, but I'm getting more connection, because you have gone through a period of isolation, which I mentioned earlier, that came up in the reading. And now you're actually like blossoming out and pursuing new relationships. So I don't even need to do my chakra cards, because it's really the heart space has been coming up, the solar plexus, the sacral, the third eye. Really just get them all balanced, but really with y'all, the main focus was like your third eye, heart, solar, and sacral. What card? This is the Isis Oracle I'm pulling from right now. What card for Sagittarius? Chariot of Ascension, spiritual work of the higher initiate. You may want to get a amethyst crystal when you receive those downloads. You have a greater purpose. You have a greater call on your life more than you realize. And it's not even about being religious or being like on some titles and stuff like that. Your impact is more than just a couple of neighbors. Which is why there is cause for division of you and your old life. So that the karmic wheel of justice can come in. Sorry about my camera shaking. The karmic wheel of justice can come in to set things into play the way they need to be. You feel me? So there's karma in this. I'm hearing something about you tapping into looking up the principles of Ma'at. Okay? So that you can really understand karma and how it works. And how balancing works. So that you'll have a more positive perspective of how it works, as well as having an understanding how the universe operates. Because there's always a negative connotation to karma and justice. But Spirit wants you to look in that so you'll have a better understanding. Okay? So that's pretty much I have for y'all. Again, there's some really good things coming in for you. Just looking at the numbers, 9 may be a significance. 7s, I was supposed to do 7s for you. I know like life path 7 may be of significance. Yeah, I was getting that. I should have just said it. Getting divine guidance. Getting the rewards for your efforts. It's confirmation that only positive things can come your way because you are willing to have that as spiritual endurance. Okay? The spiritual strength. That is working out in your favor. You standing your ground. Using your intuition. Those challenges that you've had, you can turn them around. I'm looking at this devil card, the temptation card, the 1 and the 5, and I was getting the 6 card for 6 of Wands. Victory and success. Acclamation. That things that were not for your highest good, that they turn out for your highest good. That they turn out. The things that looked like they weren't going to turn over in your favor, that they do turn over in your favor. Okay? And that you'll channel that energy to create a new world for yourself, a new life. Okay? So that's all I have for you, Sagittarius. I enjoyed this reading. I'm going to have to really tap in to see how I'm going to do readings from this moment forward. I have one other sign, I believe, to do for the soulful messages. And I got to really go to the drawing board as far as what I'm going to do next. Because like I said, I can't I know I won't be able to do readings every single day. I just know that. Not with my lifestyle, not with what I got set up, no. So I'm going to have to figure out a way where I can be consistently checking in with y'all. And y'all get y'all readings. You know what I'm saying? I may have to look into time management as far as how much information I give during these readings, but I really give all of myself in these readings, in a sense. Not in a slave type manner, like I'm just slaving it out for cards. But it's more so a thing where I like to give you all of the information that I've channeled. That's why I don't do it as frequent, is because I'm getting downloads that not only will help you this month or the current time, but it will help you that you can apply for months on end. Sometimes I get messages from your ancestors. I get messages from your guides. I even do energy sessions, even with my readings, because I'm channeling what areas of your life need improvement or balancing, you know, what energy points. So I don't know. I can't help that comes up. So I'm going to have to just figure it out. Okay. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your support. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the messages that I receive on a regular basis, to keep going, and the confirmations and all of that. If any of you need to schedule a reading, you can schedule it on my website, inalignmentministries.com. Again, all the information you need is below in the description box. So feel free to share, like, and all that good stuff. I'm sure I don't even have to remind you. If you feel guided to share, like, and subscribe, you will do it. Energetically, I feel like I don't even have to really say it, but it's just part of, you know, just saying it. And I might just not even tell you to do that. You know what you want to hear and what you don't want to hear. And if you really like something, nobody has to tell you to subscribe. You subscribe. You feel me? So that's all I have for you. See you soon. Be well. Take care.